Hi Yoga Vidya community, it's Kat here. Just wanted to firstly acknowledge you for showing up on the mat and committing to your practice, doing yourself some service during this period. So I hope that these practices have been really nourishing and healing for wherever you're at. So today I'll be guiding you through an open hatha class. And we'll be exploring this idea of spacious energy. So we'll be creating shapes, postures that represent and give us this energetic or felt experience of space. So wherever you are, just allow the hips to find a home on the earth. Maybe you're going to lift your hips up left to right and just finding a little bit more space into the seat. And then once you've found that sense of balance between your left and the right, you're going to take a deep breath in. Feel the spine grow tall, the tips of the ears are reaching for the sky. Exhale, open the mouth, gently allow the breath to fall out. So just another 3 breaths here to really anchor us into the here and now. So you haven't already done so, starting to close down the eyes, withdraw from the external, and start to draw your experience further inwards. So one last breath here. Spine grows tall, and on your exhale, relaxing the shoulders into the back. And just starting to allow yourself to fully arrive. Bring your awareness into the physical sensations within the body. Just notice if there are any thoughts arising that are not doing you any service at this moment. Can you allow your breath, this force of life, prana, to dissipate and dissolve, just like clouds in the sky passing on by. Each time you breathe in, starting to tune into that sense of lightness. And on your exhale, start to draw the navel just very gently towards the back of the spine. So it's a real gentle, nourishing exhalation of the air. So just another 3 breaths here, breathing deep, belly rises, side ribs, chest, and on your exhale, gently allow the navel to draw towards the spine, expelling any stagnant air completely from the body. Okay, last breath here. On your exhale, open the mouth, set it free. Okay, we're going to start with some pranayama, known as sama vritti. So sama means same or even, and vritti is means fluctuations of the mind. So through this breath control, this pranayama technique, we are helping the mind to find a sense of calm, reduce the fluctuations, really drop into this space of complete calm, relaxation, and balance. So wherever you are, if you need to, you can open your eyes. Otherwise, just listening to my words. We're going to be breathing into the count of 4, and then we'll hold it at the top. So retain the breath for 4 counts, exhale for 4, and then hold the breath for 4. So I'll guide you through the first few rounds, and then I'll set you free to just really drop into your own rhythm and experience. and then just trust and know that I'll guide you out when it's time. So wherever you are, let's take one breath in to cleanse, and on your exhale, open the mouth, release the breath. All right, starting with our Samavriti. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. So inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. So just continuing this rhythm of breath in your own time, in your own rhythm. And just ensuring that the breath, the inhales and the exhales are smooth and fluid. And if you're experiencing any sort of contraction here, just maybe reduce the breath, find a rhythm that works for you. So it shouldn't feel forceful, it should feel just quite natural and meditative as you allow the mind to release. You just drop the focus, the mind's eye, towards the count of the breath. Just relaxing through the face, relaxing through the eyes, the jaw. Really starting to tune into the quality of lightness as we inflate our lungs and the lung cavity with breath and air. So just wherever you are, completing your final round, just making sure that you've balanced both the inhale and the exhale. So don't forget that final retention breath at the bottom of your exhale. So there's no rush here, just in your own time. This is your practice. And once you've completed releasing the control of the breath, and then come back to your own unique rhythm. So no force, no control here, completely let go. Just allow the experience to, allow yourself to now fully experience into the effects of Samavriti. Just noticing how it feels within your body. And tune into that felt experience. So these qualities, perhaps it's this quality of spaciousness. How does that feel within the mind? Okay, last breath here. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, open the mouth, let it all go. Okay, welcome to your practice. So we're going to take a deep inhale here, sweeping the arms out wide, take up space. Exhale, bring the fingertips to touch, and then bring the palms or the hands down towards your center. And then placing the palms, finding that connection towards one another. Just take these final 3 breaths here to create a sankalpa, an intention for your practice. So you could theme it around this sense of space. Maybe it's making space for yourself. So whatever it is, just allow the breath to seal it in. Okay, final breath here. And on your exhale, use a breath to really seal this intention into the fibers of your being. Right, starting to peel open the eyes, allowing this space and light back into your realm. Okay, we're going to start with a bit of opening through the neck and the shoulders. So I'll turn to a side here just so that you can have a better view. So take a deep inhale in, take up space. Exhale, bring the arms down, interlace the hands behind the back. Squeeze the elbows in towards one another first. Hug the ribs back into the body. And on the exhale, you're going to extend through the elbows, starting to open up through the front of the shoulders. Take a deep breath in here, fill up the lungs. And on your exhale, we're going to bring the interlaced hands towards our left hip. Just find and nestle them at the hip. Take a deep inhale as you lengthen the crown towards the sky. And then exhale, squeeze the elbows in here. Inhale. Exhale. Next, inhale. Find length, and then on the exhale, you're going to bring the left ear towards the shoulder. Starting to open up through the right neck, the upper trap. And just start to explore here, maybe start to draw the chin a little bit further in towards the midline of the chest. And rolling the head. And just exploring the landscape of your physical body. Last breath here, maybe finding some stillness. Squeeze the elbows in. Exhale, release. Come back through the center. Take a breath here and just allow the body to recalibrate. On your exhale, extend the hands away. This time they come towards the right hip. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, squeeze the elbows towards one another. Peeling the shoulders back and down. So next inhale, reaching the crown towards the sky. This time right ear, right shoulder. Starting to create space through the left side of the neck and the upper traps. Try to keep the elbows navigating towards one another. Maybe now starting to explore your own body. Just allow the chin to start to rotate towards the center of the chest. Maybe rolling a little back, bring the ear towards the shoulder again. Okay, and then you might want to find some stillness if that works for you. Final breath here. Exhale, release. Come back to center. Now lift the chin towards the sky. Open up through the throat. this space and area of communication and truth. Exhale, release the hands. Just turn back. Down by the side. Just take a moment here as everything recalibrates. Noticing the effects as we open and soften through the chest space as well as the shoulders. Okay. So we're going to roll over onto our shins. Place the hands onto the earth. The fingers are spread wide. We're pressing into the palms, the shoulders stack the hands, the hips stack the knees. So inhale, just notice if you're just hanging out, really press into the earth to feel the sense of lifting out. Scoop the belly up and then broaden the collarbones. The gaze is to the top of the mat, just lengthening through the back of the neck. So there should be, well not should, just really tune into this experience of lightness, like feeling really light but supported at the same time. Okay, one more breath here. On our exhale, we're going to start to move through cat-cow, so dropping the belly, opening up through the chest. And on the exhale, you're going to start into your cat pose by tucking the tailbone, then creating space between each vertebrae, one by one. Rounding through the middle part of the back, the thoracic spine. Inhale, open up. Expand, lift the chest, lift the heart. So open up through the neck, exhale. Gaze is towards the thighs as you completely let go of the head and neck. Inhale. Exhale. And last one here. Inhale. Peel the front of the shoulders back and down. Open up through the neck. Exhale. Really lift out into that middle part of the spine and come back to your neutral cat, Bamanasana. So from here, scoop the belly up, maintain that neutral spine. We're going to lift that right knee up. The shin is parallel to the floor. Inhale, we're going to start to lift the foot towards the sky. Open up through the chest. And then draw the knee towards the nose, just starting to activate through the core. So inhale. Exhale. So as you lift the right foot, hug the left hip into the midline, just so we're not swaying out towards one side. Come back through the center. Last one here, we're going to find a bit of stillness as we lift the foot towards the sky, flex the toes, then hug the hip in, breathing into that right hip flexor. And you got another 3 breaths here. And really push into the sole of the foot. And then on your exhale, you're going to bring that right knee back down to starting position. Then we're going to cross the knee over the left knee, coming into our Gomukha Mukhasana. So you might come off the side of the mat. So the knees are stacked on top of each other. If you need a bit of support, you can place a block or a blanket underneath the seat. And if this is a little bit too much for you, even coming into just Sukhasana, easy seat. So here we're looking at really opening up through the outer hips. So just take a deep breath in here, elongate through the spine. And on your exhale, allow the hips to find a home on the earth. All right, next inhale, we're going to reach your arms up overhead. This time we're going to bend the right elbow, and then the left hand's going to come on top of the left elbow. Inhale, find length. Exhale, allow that right hand to start to crawl down the middle part of the back. Use the head to push your elbow back. Trying to find length in a straight line in the spine. So maybe the next step here, you're going to reach the left arm out. We're going to bend the elbow Bring the back of the hand towards the back of the heart, and I'll just turn around so you can see me here. Reach for the fingertips, and if you're finding it a little bit challenging in this moment, you can even just grab onto your shirt. If you've got a strap, a towel, just anything that is going to create an extension of the hand or the arm. So one breath in, lengthen through the spine, push the elbow back as you lengthen through the back of the neck. And the next option is to start to fold forward in our Gomukhasana. So there's an internal rotation on your left arm, and we're opening up through the right arm as well as the outer hip. One more breath here. When you exhale, lift all the way back up, unravel slowly, and I'll just turn around here. So from that position, you're going to simply just reach forward, come back to starting position. Left knee lands, right leg unhooks. One, exhale, come back through the center. All right, so start doing that on the opposite side. So inhale, we're going to lift that left knee, suck it back into the hip socket. And then you're going to start to reach the left foot for the sky as you open up through the chest. Mini back bend here. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to open, foot reaches for the sky, and then the right hip hugs in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, last one here. The left foot's flexing towards the earth. We're opening up through the collarbones, and then you're hugging the right hip in. You've got another 3 breaths here. Really pull the palms towards the knees, creating that strength in the arms. Reach up a little higher. Hug the right hip in, last breath. And then on your exhale, you're going to bring the left knee over the right knee. Widen the legs out, coming into our Gomukhasana legs. So the knees are stacked on top of each other. As mentioned, you can come straight into Sukhasana, just easy pose, that cross-legged position. Otherwise, knees are stacked, and if you need some blocks or blankets, you can place them under the hip, or even place a block underneath the foot. So just allowing the hips to stay grounded. So this time, inhale, taking the arms out towards the sky. We're bending the left arm this time. The elbow is pointing towards the sky. The right arm is reaching for the left elbow, helping it and guiding it down the middle of the back. Stay here for a breath. And on our exhale, right arm's reaching out, bending the elbow. The back of the hand comes towards the back of the heart, and we're finding a connection to ourselves, or we're using a prop to extend the hand long so that we can create this shape. So take a deep inhale here, grow long in the spine, exhale. So you've got 5 breaths here in total. So either you stay here, just really concentrate and focus on the breath, or otherwise you can start to hinge forward, allowing the chest to find the thigh, really reaching out with the crown, and just being gentle and checking in each centimeter you come down towards the earth, because this can be quite intense. So just take your time. And breathing deep, come back to the breath. If you've noticed that you've stopped breathing. Push the left elbow back, just so that you're not hunching through the back of the neck or the upper shoulders. One more breath. Exhale, lift yourself up. Unravel slowly. Then we're going to reach the hands forward to that starting position. Right knee plants, left knee unhooks. One cat-cow here to flush it out. Inhale, you're going to curl the toes under. Lift up into your first down dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. So 3 breaths here just to really settle into your down dog. Pedaling out the feet, alternating. And then we're going to find some stillness for the last 2 breaths. So keeping a slight bend in the knee, the inner thighs are spiraling away from the body and the hips are reaching for the sky. And find that sense of lightness in this posture. Breathing deep, creating that space at the front of the heart, the back of the heart. Relax the neck and head. One last breath here. And on your exhale, you're going to step the right left knee down. And come into a Anjayasana, reaching the arms forward, come all the way up into your Anjayasana, low lunge here. Take a deep inhale, lengthen through the spine, and on our exhale, we're going to bring our arms behind our back, finding a bind. So inhale, opening up through the chest, then extend the hands away from the body as you allow the hips to sink towards the earth. Open up through the entire front body, the left hip flexor. Don't worry about the knee coming out of alignment. So here we just really want to concentrate on this expansive energy at the front of the body. So you got another 3 breaths here. With each breath, maybe starting to lean the head back, open up through the chest. Just keeping a soft bend in the elbows. One final breath. On your exhale, let go of the bind. Bring the hands, come up onto the fingertips. So even feel that sense of space into the hands. We're going to come Hanuman. You're going to come up onto the heel of the right foot, bring that right hip back. Soft bend in the knee so that we're protecting our joints. Really reach forward with the crown of the head. And then lift the belly off the leg if it's just hanging out there. So opening up through the back of this right leg. So another final 3 breaths. Maybe each time finding a little bit more space as you start to explore, maybe send the hips back a little bit more. Final breath. Exhale, plant the foot. Left leg out, both hands find the earth, right foot comes towards the back. Hold this plank for 3 breaths, really press into the earth. Feel that sense of lifting out. And then broaden through the collarbones, press back into the heels. Final breath here. Exhale, right knee softens, left foot comes towards the top of the mat, coming into your low lunge. So inhale, reach forward, find length first. Exhale, reach and soar for the sky. Inhale, lengthen through the sideways. And then finding the interlaced hands behind your back. This time maybe trying the opposite grip. So peel the shoulders back first, extend the hands, then start to move the hips forward. Starting to slowly open up through the front body, lifting the arms away from the leg. 5 breaths here in total. Breathing in, creating space at the right hip. Open up through the chest, maybe starting to lean back. Open up through the throat. Allowing your truth to start to experience space. Final breath here. Exhale, slowly unravel. Hands or fingertips come onto the earth. Extend through that left knee as you come onto the heel. Send the left hip back. Now reach forward with the crown of the head. So 5 breaths here. Breathing into the left glutes, the hamstrings. Allowing that sense of lightness to come through. Okay, final breath here. On your exhale, you're going to come onto the fingertips. Lift the right leg. Right leg comes towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Scoop up the belly, broaden through the collarbones. Exhale, we're going to fold here. Allow the head and neck to completely drop. Next inhale, unravel, vertebrae by vertebrae, creating space each time you come all the way up towards the top. Now inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach up for the sky. Now we're going to come up onto our tippy toes, holding it here for 5 breaths. Really reach up with your hands and then allow the shoulders to come back into the back. Open up through the collarbones, hug the ribs into the belly. 1 more breath. Exhale, slowly lower the heels down. All right. So take a deep inhale here at the front of the mat. And on your exhale, we're going to move straight back into our Anjayasana, high lunge this time. So crescent lunge or high lunge. So left foot steps back. You're going to bend both knees so they're in a right angle. Reach up with your arms. Find that length. This time we're going to wrap the right arm underneath the left. Reach up with the fingertips. Bring the elbows in line with the shoulders. And on your exhale, send the hands away from the face. So 5 breaths here, making sure that right knee is stacked directly over the ankle. And then if it's available to you, you're going to start to push back into the left heel, but then bring the right hip back, left hip forward, keeping balance in our hips. So option in the last 2 breaths, maybe starting to lean back, send the elbows towards the sky. Tune into that sense of lightness and balance. 1 more breath. Exhale, we're going to bring the elbows towards the inner knee now, pointing the hands in the direction of the earth. Reach out with the left heel. 1 final breath here. Exhale, release the bind. And then coming into our pyramid pose by extending the right knee, bringing the right hip back, maybe taking a little step in so the hips are balanced and square towards the front of the mat. So 5 breaths here. Use the breath to create space. Lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe the forehead starts to reach the shin. Relaxing the neck. And the right knee is slightly bent. And then the right hip is drawing back, left hip forward. 1 more breath here. On your exhale, open the mouth, release. Inhale. We're going to lift ourselves back up here. Come all the way up to standing. And then we're going to switch it around. So hands on the hips. Left foot meets the right. Let's come straight into our our pyramid pose first. And we'll switch around, sorry. Okay, so from here, reaching the heart up towards the sky. And on your exhale, we're going to draw the left hip back, right hip forward, reaching out with the crown of the head. Stay at this halfway point first, and then on your exhale, once you've found that balance between the hips, maybe allowing the chest to come down towards the earth. Take a deep inhale as you lengthen the crown of the head forward, and on your exhale, allow the chest to navigate towards the left thigh. So just 5 breaths here in total. Slight bend in that left knee. Each time you breathe in, use this opportunity to expand. Relax through the head and neck. Completely relinquish that control. Last breath here. On your exhale, come up onto the fingertips. Then you're going to bring the right foot a little bit further back as we find ourselves in our crescent lunge. So reaching the arms forward, left knee stacks over the ankle, both legs are in a right angle degree. Reaching up with the fingertips here, right hip forward, left hip back. And on your exhale, we're going to now bring the right arm underneath the left. So eagle arms here, Garudasana, lifting the elbows in line with the shoulders. And the hands are going to move away from the face. So we're broadening and creating that sense of space in the back of the heart, feeling our scapula starting to come towards the side of the body. So find your grounding here. If you like, you can start to lift the elbows towards the sky for the final 2 breaths here. Tune into your focus. Use your breath to stay in the here and now. Last breath here. On the exhale, we're going to unravel. Bring the right foot to meet the left. Take a deep inhale. Urdhva Sthasana, come up onto the tippy toes. Hold it here for 5 breaths. Scoop up the belly. Open up through the collarbones. Relax through the face and embrace the wobbles. Okay, final breath. Exhale, bring the heels down towards the earth, arms down as well. All right, so we've been doing a lot of opening through the front of the heart as well as the back of the heart, all in preparation for our eagle posture. So I'm going to demonstrate a couple of options. Choose whichever that your body's feeling for today. So if you're feeling a little bit unbalanced, you can keep your foot on the ground. Otherwise, you can come into full Garudasana. So these are the options. Come towards the front of the mat. We're going to take a deep inhale first, and then exhale, we're going to sit back into our chair pose. So the knees are together here. You're going to send the weight into the left foot first. Reach the right knee towards the chest, and then wrap the right knee over the left. So first stop, toes on the ground. Okay, second stop, maybe you start to lift the knee up and just keep coming to a sense of balance on the left foot. Third option, you're going to wrap that right foot behind the left calf or ankle. Okay, so these are the options for the legs. Then the left arm is going to come underneath the right. Elbows in line with the shoulders and sending the hands away from the face. So lift the heart up, focus on a drishti, a focal point that's not moving, and allow the breath to drop you into the posture. Breathing deep here, 3 more breaths. Left hip forward, right hip back. Squeeze everything in towards the midline. And then your exhale, unravel. Open up, knee towards the chest. Extend through that right leg, push the heel away from you. For 3, 2, 1. Right foot plants. All right, shake it out. We've got 1 more side to go, and we're almost there. Okay, so take a deep inhale. Come into our chair pose, reach forward, the hips are sent back here, the knees are together. Press into the right foot as you lift the left knee up. Left knee stacks over the right. So first, second stop, or wrapping the foot behind the right ankle or calf this time. This time, right arm underneath left, elbows in line with the shoulders, hands away from the face, lifting the elbows towards the sky. Tune into this sense of lightness, but also determination and focus. Stay in the present. 3 breaths. Everyone get a little lower the hips, squeeze everything together. This time, right hip forward, left hip back. Lift the elbows a little higher. Stay with me, just breathe. And on your exhale, embrace the wobbles, open up. Breathe, left knee towards the chest. Extend through the left heel for 3, 2, and 1. Left foot meets the earth here. Shake it out if you need to. Come back to breath. Feel into that spacious energy. Okay, inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, we're going to open up or wriggle our feet out into our Malasana pose. So yogic squat here. Bringing the palms together. The inner knees are pushing in towards the elbows or the triceps. The triceps are pushing the inner knees out, creating this sense of co-contraction, this sense of balance, of strength and softness at the same time. Broaden through the heart. Allowing the eyes to start to close as we start to release the physical experience. Neck is long. Really breathe into the back of the heart. On your exhale, you're going to extend that left arm. Right arm reaches for the sky. Allow the hips to really navigate towards the earth. You might start to find a bit more space as you lift up through the sideways and twist up. Gaze can be towards the right thumb. Peel the left, encouraging that space at the front of the shoulders. Final breath here. Exhale, come back to center. Recalibrate. And right arm extends. Left arm reaches for the sky. So lift out of the hips and then twist a little bit further. Last 3 breaths here. Exhale, back to center. And then we're simply going to find our way on back onto the earth. And you're going to come into a wide leg first. So no need to spread the legs really wide, just whatever's comfortable for you. Left foot's going to meet the inner thigh of the right leg. And then we're going to take up space by reaching up the arms. And start to use your obliques to turn yourself towards the right foot. Flex the toes, keep it active, and then visualize your navel reaching in the direction of the right thigh. So find length first, and as you exhale, we're going to reach forward. The navel's reaching for the thigh, so it's a gentle twist towards the right. Maybe the arms come down towards, the hands come down towards the earth. So making sure that our spine is neutral. So you might be here, or maybe the forearms come down to the earth. So wherever you are, choose and discern what is right for you in this moment. Otherwise, the forehead reaches, opening up through the left side body. Forward folds are a really great way to close our practice as we come to the end. It encourages the experience of drawing everything back within for us to connect, to feel, to experience, allowing our practice to start to integrate. And then next inhale, you're going to lift yourself up. Left hand's going to plant next to the hip. You're going to lift the hips up. The right foot's going to find the earth, sweeping the right arm overhead as you take up space one more time on this right side. Really breathe and enjoy this energy. Then on your exhale, slowly lower, come back to starting position. Then we're going to switch it around. So left leg extends here, spine is long. Right foot on the inner left thigh. Hands on the earth as you find length in the spine. And then on your exhale, start to twist towards your left foot. So flex the toes here, find length first. And then just really visualize our belly button. It's trying to reach for the thigh. All right, so there's this gentle twist. Reach the arms up first. Start to use the arms to reach forward. Twisting towards your left as you come down. Maybe the hands come down towards the earth and we lengthen through the crown. Maybe come down towards the forearm. Otherwise, using the final 5 breaths to really create that space, side, body, front, back body, and then the forehead finds a home in the direction of the left leg. Just using your breath to send it to any areas that may still be holding on. Allowing these areas to unravel, to expand. Final breath here. And on your exhale, lift yourself up. Right hand connects towards the earth. We're lifting ourselves up, sweeping the arms overhead, opening up the entire front body. Exhale, unravel, come back to starting position. Just wherever you are, come back onto your mat, knees towards the chest. Then you're going to slowly lower vertebrae by vertebrae, allowing the spine to connect to the earth, and then bring the knees in towards the chest, wrapping the arms around the shins. Just give yourself a nice little sacrum massage, left to right, as you rock back and forth here. I'm going to end our practice with legs up the wall, Viparita Karani. So the feet are going to lift towards the sky. The knees can be slightly bent and relaxed. So you can do this against the wall if you want a more restorative experience. And the arms are going to come down by the side. So you got 8 breaths here in total. So Viparita Karani is a really great way also to come to the end of our practice. And so if you're practicing this, to slow down the job that the heart has to do, so affecting our parasympathetic nervous system, allowing ourselves to create this sense of calm energy. So the heart doesn't have to pump blood towards the feet. You're allowing the heart to find some rest. Okay. And so feel free if you like to stay here longer. Otherwise, we're going to come to the end of our practice and slowly lowering our legs down towards the earth. And as you get closer towards the earth, just spreading the feet so they're a little bit more than hip width apart, so you can come straight into your Shavasana. The entire back body connects to the earth. Just any final movements that you need to do to feel grounded and supported and open, maximizing all the spacious energy, all the lightness that we've created within our physical body. So I encourage you to stay here for a good 8 to 10 minutes if you can. So we'll be taking our final couple of breaths here together with you, and then leave you to be, setting you free to stay as long or short as you like in your Shavasana. So let's take 3 deep breaths in here. Breathing deep, pit of the belly. Open up through the collarbones, pinning the shoulders back and down. Exhale. Next inhale, breathe your entire body. Exhale, open the mouth, set it free. Okay, last breath here. Inhale. And on your exhale, let it all go. Shavasana.